Now, hang on a tick. What is that on the horizon? Is it a storm? A kraken? Nope. It's recognition because, well, Captain S.M. Timbers Esquire, yes, that glorious bearded menace from the podcast What You Are Listening to, Roll Britannia, has only gone and got nominated for a Crit Award. That's right, Best NPC for 2025. Well, no, I ain't ever chased awards, see? But if people wants to give me one, well, who might argue, eh? Go on then, cast your votes, and make an old pirate smile. Couldn't have said it better myself. Tap the link in the episode description, or head to critawards.com to vote for the only captain who's made piracy look this charming. And if I don't win, that Derek will definitely be walking the plank again.
No, please, Timbers, have mercy. I've forgotten how to swim.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Buying a car shouldn't eat up your week. That's why Carvana made it convenient. Car buying that fits around your life, not the other way around. You can get pre-qualified for an auto loan in just a couple of minutes and browse thousands of quality car options, all within your terms, all online, all on your schedule. Turn car buying into a few clicks and not a full week's endeavor. Finance and buy your car at your convenience on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
At Chipotle, we also have a playlist. Guacamole as it's being hand mashed. The sizzle of adobo chicken on the grill. The chopping of onions and cilantro. We call our playlist Real. Order now. Chipotle. For real.
At Strayer University, we help students like you go from, is it possible? To anything is possible by offering access to up to 10 no-cost gen ed courses, so you can reach your goals affordably and fast. Visit strayer.edu to learn more. No-cost gen eds provided by Strayer University affiliate Sophia. Eligibility rules apply. Connect with us for details. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
Hi everyone, I'm James, your Dungeon Master. Thank you very much for listening to the first episode of Roll Britannia, a British 5th edition D&D podcast, where 5 of us, with little to no experience of any D&D games, have decided to give it a go and record it for your enjoyment. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that we started this podcast during the coronavirus pandemic, so we've all linked up through video chat to play the game. That does mean that the microphones we're using are of varying qualities, and I promise this will change and it will get better, so thanks for bearing with us. Our only goal, after all, is to have a laugh and hopefully make you laugh too. So, let's get stuck in.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 1 proper of Roll Britannia. This is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play comedy podcast. We've got 4 players of mixed ability and me dungeon mastering. I'm James and I've never done this before, so it's all going to go shockingly wrong. I apologise in advance if you're an avid Dungeons & Dragons fan and know all the rules and like to be really particular, because I guarantee I'm going to get many things wrong, but I hope you enjoy it. Before we get going, I'd like to introduce all of our players. We've got 4 players today, so let's start with Alex.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Hello, I'm Alex. I am a sort of freelance photographer, filmmaker. I'm also a DM. I will be rules lawyering the shit out of James and slowing the game down for everybody and making it super, super fun.
Can't wait. Appreciate that. And who's your character going to be?
My character is called Derek Normalbeard. He's totally normal dwarf. Just don't look too closely at his beard because he grew it himself and he's very proud of it.
Totally cool. Okay, and Paul.
Yes?
Tell us a little bit about yourself, your experience, and who you're going to be playing.
So I'm Paul. I'm also a filmmaker and photographer and video editor and stuff. And I have 0 experience in playing this. So it's going to be fun. Lots of questions being asked, I'm sure. And I'll be playing Malrus Boss Cobble.
I love it. And what's your character? Is it
He's a halfling.
so? Just like you then. For those of you who don't know,
Exactly.
Paul is roughly the height of a thimble. And in total contrast, let's go to Tom next. Tom, hi.
Hello. Yes, I suppose I am complete opposite to Paul. 6 feet, real beards. And as for myself, I work with garage stores. I fit them and distribute them, and I have absolutely zero experience with Dungeons and Dragons. But I have boyish enthusiasm, and I'm up for anything. So that's why I'm here.
Nice. And who are you going to be playing?
I am playing Keth Frostiron, who's half orc and ranger. Bit of a mix of all sorts. He's strong and brutish, but a bit brooding and hunty, wildy, longbowy, stabby as well. But he likes a beer. So does me. And
Definitely not modelled on you then.
It's me, really. Just a bit greener, maybe a bit grey, a bit more around the edges, and with more weapons. So yeah, I'm gonna be charging it.
Nice. And finally, to round off our 4 players, let's go to Chip.
Hello, James, and hello, people at home. Thanks for having me. I am
Best intro so far.
Wow, thank you very much. I am very much looking forward to playing. As you well know, James, I've been playing for approximately 12 and a half years. I've been DM for 6.5, and if you believe any of that, then you're going to be thrilled with the level of character involvement that I'm going to be bringing, because none of it's true. I've never played before, so it's going to be very interesting. But I, again, like Tom and Paul, come with abundances of enthusiasm and a character who apparently is slightly strangely named in this world, but I thought the name was good, and it seems appropriate for at least a few of us. My name's Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh, no. Is that Jeff spelt Geoff?
Nice.
Geoff.
It's very nice to meet you all, lads. It is not Geoff. I like to be known as Jeff. Jeff. Jeff Silverbow is the official name. I'm a 15-year-old lad, and I'm a little bit nervous about being where I am right now. Everyone seems quite large.
When you say you're a 15-year-old lad, are you like a 15-year-old lad, or like just a normal lad? Or
Bands. Who comes the
lads. Let's go kill some dragons.
Zackers.
Couple of sellers, and you'll find out, son. Yeah, so good to meet you all. Please don't kill me, and I will stay out of your way.
Cool. So, everyone, welcome to the game. We're going to kick off in just a minute. I'll just go over a bit of housekeeping, let us know how we're going to work it. Guys, it's all about you, so I'm going to try and keep it as light and as fun as possible and try and stick to the rules so Alex doesn't shout at me.
Oh, I will shout at you. The audio level's on peak. Yeah.
Yeah, if I ask you to do a roll, it's almost always going to be your D20. That's a 20-sided dice. For you guys at home, if you don't know much about Dungeons and Dragons, like, was it 4/5 of us, then you're going to be in much the same boat, because apparently it's just Alex that knows how this all works.
Don't believe any DM that tells you they know this game, because there is so much like that. Oh my god, it's awful.
So yeah, I'm going to try and explain things as we go along. If you can hold on to your character sheets and just try not to cheat, because I'm not going to be checking up on you. I'm going to rely on you guys to check out your HP as it goes along, and let me know if I accidentally kill you. Yeah.
What's my HP?
It says it on your sheet.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's not as good as
this 1 minute.
it's not as good as Chips was when it came out the other day. I think when you guys were showing me your sheets, I think Chip, your HP came through to me with about was it 1 HP?
Yeah, it was like
the first one you sent over. It was like literally any hit, because one of the rules that I was reading about was if you reach negative your full maximum health, you just die.
Yeah. So like a goblin sneeze 3 miles away, and I'm done. I'm gone.
So literally, if anyone hit you for 2 damage, that's it. Character dead.
An orc's fart and he's gone.
Receives strongly worded email. Dead.
Is slightly disappointed, immediately dead.
Right then, guys. So, you'll have to... I'm apologising profusely for how this is going to sound to anyone that cares about the game, but for anyone who just wants some light entertainment, particularly during these very solitary times, we're coming together virtually to play a game none of us have played before except Alex, and hopefully not fuck it up too much for people that care. So, you guys, that's Derek, Malrus, Keth, and Jeff. That's going to be fun to get round every time. Keth and Jeff.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You all awaken suddenly. 3 of you with the mother of all hangovers. And 1 of you, that'd be Jeff, with a very bruised head. And all you remember from last night was being in a tavern, and 3 of you remember having a marvellous time. 1 of you remembers going to the bathroom.
I feel like I missed out. I've got so much FOMO right now, guys.
And if you want to know what that's all about, make sure you check out all our prologue episodes.
I can't wait to listen to that.
I can't wait to find out either.
Around you, you hear the sound of the ocean, and to top it all off, especially those with hangovers, a very loud, ringing, frantic bell, and lots of people shouting. You actually hear a voice shouting, "Get up, get up! Move, your sons and mothers! Get out of bunks! You're getting up top! And you guys, get up!" Lots of action going on, screaming, shouting. You can actually hear cannon fire above you, and lots of screaming. What are you going to do?
Roll over. No.
Roll over you.
Immediately fall out of your hammock.
Have I got a pillow? Because I'd quite like...
You're in a hammock, you don't have a pillow.
Oh, shit. I'd quite like to wipe some of the sick out of my beard. And... What? Oh.
What are you wiping it with?
Just my sleeve.
Your beard is disgusting.
How dare you? This is my favourite beard. I mean, my only beard.
I mean, you guys don't know each other, so at the moment you've all woken up separately after varying nights in hammocks with bells ringing, voices shouting, and cannon fire.
I don't remember any of you wenches from last night. I'm assuming really. You've got a beard. You're tiny. I don't remember any of this.
I would just like to know, who are you guys and how did I go from being on dry land to now be surrounded by seamen? What is going on and what are you guys doing? I'm 15 years old.
Let's talk about your birthday, Dad.
Amazing.
What's your name, boy?
Jeff, sir. I don't know quite what happened. I was trying to get off out of the city. I seem to have done that. But I don't know how. So I guess I'm a bit of a magician.
Look, can you guys keep it down for a bit, please? I'm trying to have a bit of a lie here.
People are running around you, screams are happening, cannons are going off, bells are ringing. The ship that you now imagine that you are on is pitching violently, but you guys are just having a bit of a chit chat, a bit of a catch up.
Can I roll a Constitution check to see if I'm sick?
Yes, please.
That would be 5.
No, you are absolutely sick. I mean, you're the kind of sick that is one stage below projectile.
From the hammock above you, as this young lad is having a conversation with an orc, just a large pile of sick just lands on his head.
Beautiful.
Okay.
At this point,
So I'm covered in sick now at this point.
Can I just say that I'm really enjoying that Paul is method acting here.
Yeah. So,
You can't say we're all video linked up, and Paul is acting asleep.
I like this.
So just so you know what's happening.
I know, it's good. I like it. At this point, a burly, salty, sailor-type man who has a patch over one eye and many, many tattoos, and is wearing a white, stained wife-beater, of all things, and stripy trousers, bursts down the steps, if that's possible to do, and harangues you for still being in your hammocks, and says, "You guys should be out of your hammocks now! We're under attack! Get up, get up, get up! Get your weapons, get on board! What are you doing out of your hammocks?" And tips the remaining lying down of you onto the floor. And in the case of those who were in the triple stack, apparently, of
soggy hammocks,
Derek, Keth, and Jeff, you fall into a puddle of sick.
Oh, sorry about that, lads.
And now I fall in the puddle.
And I'm going to need you three to roll a Constitution check to see if you are sick.
D20, yeah.
Constitution check.
Yes, please. Constitution modifier.
It's mostly beer. Don't worry about it. Ignore the floating bits. Oh, God.
I got
Floating bits.
14 plus 2, so 16.
You aren't sick.
I got 9 plus 1. So 10.
You are sick in your mouth.
Oh, child.
Lovely. This tastes like how?
And
better out than in.
Derek.
I think that's a 8.
Yeah, you're sick as well.
Oh,
Go sick again.
Oh, I think my bloody law.
Enough of this. What's going on?
Malrus, Paul, you've just been turned out on the floor. You can't possibly still be asleep.
I had many beers last night. Many, many, many beers.
Yeah, how much did you lads have to drink?
Something like 16, wasn't it?
Oh,
I think you had about 16 beers, yeah. Right, so at this point, the salty sailor man is herding you, and in your case, Paul, dragging you towards the stairs and telling you to go and grab your weapons and head out on deck.
What the bloody hell's happening here?
I don't quite know. He keeps telling us to grab our weapons, but isn't giving us any weapons. Can I have a search around for some weapons, maybe?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check, please.
Excellent. I got 6.
Just 6.
That's a D20, isn't it?
Yeah, just a 6.
I can't see anything that says perception.
it'll be above, next to where it says wisdom.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, Tyler. Yeah. So I got 6 plus 2 is 8. Do I find a weapon?
You're pretty sure you've got weapons, but you're not sure where the rest of them are.
Look, Mr. Orc, man. Can I tell? Is my beard on straight? Don't tell any of the other guys.
But can someone else roll a perception check, please?
Got it.
I'm going to look out for weapons. That would be a 15.
15. Immediately next to the stairs, you can see what looks like a weapons locker.
Look, immediately next to the stairs there's a weapons locker, you blind idiot.
Oh, I'm only little. It must be high up.
So you all grab the weapons that you expect to find in there, which should be on your character sheets, and you head up to the deck.
Onwards.
Let's do it.
At which point, you are greeted by the blackest of skies, the stormiest of seas, cannon fire, and, to your extreme horror, huge, and I mean gargantuan, tentacles rising from the water.
Derek is immediately sick again.
Constitution check then, guys.
Not a fucking kraken, is it?
That would be a 9.
According to copyright laws, it's not.
Constitution check, guys.
14.
You're fine, Paul.
10.
10. You sort of. Okay. Keth, you are sick in your mouth, and
Sorry, lad.
Jeff, you sort of heave a little bit, but you don't be sick. Cool. And in answer to your question, yes, it's a bloody kraken.
For God's sake.
Have you seen a kraken before?
Fire everything.
Fire everything.
How close is
this? Is where I should note to everyone who's listening. In this game, we have replaced your typical crossbows and longbows and short bows with equivalent sort of pirate era firearms. So you've got pistols, blunderbusses, and muskets. So those of you who have got hand crossbows and short bows, you're in possession of a pistol, a flintlock pistol. Those of you who had crossbows, you are in possession of a blunderbuss, and those of you who had longbows are in possession of muskets.
Lovely.
So, what do you do?
How close is the Kraken to the ship?
It is surrounding.
Oh, sure. Christ.
Great.
Cannons are firing at it.
This just reminds me of Saturday night.
You're on the main deck here. Yes. But we play a bit of Sea of Thieves, and Paul got marooned on an island after I got somewhat murdered, and he had a whole load of treasure. I attempted to sail back from the island where I respawned to rescue him, and I was within. I must have been within half a mile of you. I mean, you could see me.
Yeah.
And a kraken emerged from the ocean and swallowed me.
It was the saddest sight that I've ever seen in my life. I'll send you all the video.
Murdered.
Yeah. So, on deck, there are kraken tentacles to the left of you, kraken tentacles to the right of you.
Here I am.
Kraken tentacles to the fore, and kraken tentacles to the aft.
Stuck in the middle with you, lads.
On the poop deck, you can see the helmsman desperately trying to evade the kraken tentacles. The captain is nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, many, many crew members are firing muskets and pistols and cannons and even harpoons at the kraken tentacles with little to no effect. What do you do?
Can I find somebody? Yeah.
We need a bigger boat.
Spells. Who's got spells? I've got no spells, unfortunately. I've got some daggers.
I've got a hand axe.
But me too. Pistol, but I've got a criminal contact if anybody cares.
I honestly think we need to just run here, guys. Surely, let's face it, this is a kraken.
At this point, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, Christ.
That's a 20-sided dice, and we'll see what happens.
That is a 12.
15 plus 2, 17.
18.
In that case, Paul, you're up first. Now, what happens in combat is you take it in turns. Each round of combat, so each cycle through everyone's go, takes about 6 seconds. So you've got to imagine that. You've got about 5 things you can do, and that's listed on your character sheet. The 3 big ones are movement, action, and reaction, but you can also have speech as a sort of free action, so you can do that anytime you want. You don't have to wait till your turn. You can speak whenever. You can also choose to delay your turn if that's what you want to do, which means you can wait until someone else's go, and you can drop in before they do anything. You can't drop in sort of midway through them doing something. So, Paul, what are you doing?
Good news. I have spells. Yes. However, I have literally no idea which one to use, so should I list them?
I would just pick one if I were you.
All of them.
Yeah.
Pick the dupe. Paul.
Sugar Ball is a kraken.
Machine gun spell.
What? You know what I say? With a kraken, you just crack on.
What does Guiding Bolt do?
Guiding Bolt. A flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Wow,
and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. Wow. There you go.
I'm going to do that one. That one sounds good.
That's
that's a lot of numbers.
That's the kitty.
Okay. So, let's roll them attack dice then.
Which one's that?
So you've got to make a ranged attack. So it's your d20.
11.
And then you add your...
Casting.
Yes.
Where's
I
that?
don't know. It depends which...
What class are you?
You dead class.
Working class.
+4.
Really class.
So when you give me your score, give me your roll plus your modifier and then your overall score.
15.
You miss.
Well, that was useless, wasn't it, lads?
Sorry, chaps.
A bolt of glorious, shining light emerges from your tiny hands and flies straight past one of the nearest tentacles.
Gutted.
You see how bloody big that thing is?
This almost never happens.
I swear this never happened.
It's all around.
Okay. Next in the order is Tom.
Right. I am going to swing my musket from my back, take aim at the biggest, meatiest part of it, and pull the trigger.
Okay, roll the attack dice then for me.
Oh, It's a 3.
I'm not holding hope for you.
No. Now I'm looking.
Your ranged attacks get a plus 25, don't they?
I'm watching disbelief as he fucks this up.
I even see where my. What's my modifier for that?
Range should be next to
Dexterity.
So that'll be a.
It's usually
Still 5.
I think.
Jeff, watching as Keth drops the must. You shoot a hole in the nearest sail.
God, yeah. Still drunk. Oh, terrible.
Yeah. So the alcohol, isn't it?
And now it's the Kraken's turn.
Oh.
The Kraken is going to slam one of its tentacles down on the deck, and it's going to roll badly. But as it's a boat, it hits it. Because it doesn't roll that badly. And
we're just praying. We're all praying.
8, 11, 16.
It's cheating.
There's a lot of dice rolls going on right here.
Where is it?
It's nerve-wracking.
Plus 10. So that's 26 damage to the boat, which puts a massive hole in the front of it. So the boat has started taking on some damage, and it attacks again with its next tentacle.
What is this? Is this just you've just written one page of story here, James? It's like, right, just kill them off quick.
See, if you actually, lads, I don't really want to do this.
Slams its tentacle down next to you guys. You will take half damage from this.
Meet our heroes and watch them die.
What damage? You'll take half damage.
If the half damage equals more than 10, I'm dead.
Half our HP.
Oh. You're all going to take 4 damage from that. And the boat takes another...
Fucking big hit.
6, 10, 17, 27 damage, which breaks the front of the boat off. The boat is now very much sinking. Crew are flying everywhere. And you have... Alex, your turn.
Are there any lifeboats immediately near us?
Why don't you roll...
investigation?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
14.
With a 14, you see that there certainly were some lifeboats.
Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, so I get halfway through shouting...
They are more akin now to Matchwood.
I get halfway through shouting, fellow cowards, come... Oh, shit. And then I turn to the tentacle that slammed onto the deck, and I'm like, wipe some blood and some, like, tentacle goo from my face, making sure to keep my beard on. And I go, fuck it. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I'm going to jump onto the tentacle and just, like, stab at it with my dagger.
Okay.
Or actually with my hand axe. Try and hack it apart.
Are you jumping on that, or are you just running up to it?
I'm going to jump onto it, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I'm going to use to roll 2 checks there then, please. Can you roll an athletics check?
That would be a... that would be a 16.
And you managed to successfully jump on, and then with advantage, roll your attack.
With advantage?
Please, because you are literally astride the thing. And if you miss from there, I'm going to have some issues. When you roll with advantage, what we do is you roll the dice twice, and you take the higher of the 2 numbers, which is kind of the opposite to what you do with disadvantage, where you roll the 2 and you take the lower of the 2.
That would be another 16.
Somehow that doesn't hit.
Oh my god.
The tentacle is just too hard.
As this axe bounces off the tentacle and back into my face, I'd like to turn to the rest of the group and go, listen, lads, I think attacking things probably not always the answer.
Well, good news, Chip. It's your go.
I've got a plan.
Well, a small plan. I've been waiting for this. Been watch as Jeff has sat there, the smallest one, really not sure what's gone on. All he wanted was a boat. He's managed to get a boat in the worst possible circumstances through being knocked out, woken up by strange men in a boat that's been attacked by a kraken, and he's got a hand axe, and has watched every single one of his larger compatriots fail to destroy even the slightest part of it. So instead of using any weaponry,
Jeff would like to say that he has a torch, a tinderbox, and let's light this motherfucker on fire. So let's set the boat on fire and jump overboard, because he might be too distracted by said boat on fire to go for the individual small 4 of us, and let's just find a big bit of driftwood and tie ourselves to it with some rope.
So you're attempting to set a boat in a storm ablaze. A boat that is currently sinking.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to have a look around to see if there's any gunpowder around. Right, Okay, well, I have to say, this time I've spent a little bit more time surveying said situation, and I have now gained myself, a good 6 seconds of that, and so I get this plus, is it perception or investigation? Investigation. So that's plus 0, which is great, but I've rolled a 19.
Good God.
Yes.
Excellent.
You know,
surely there's going to be some goddamn gunpowder around here.
Clouseau over here. Has you successfully locate an unoccupied barrel of gunpowder, conveniently with a trail of gunpowder leading away from it.
Trevor!
Good news.
Can I maybe kick... So I would think at this point I would want to say kick this into said Kraken's mouth whilst lighting it.
If you would like to try and see a Kraken's mouth, you're welcome to try, but then you've got to roll an athletics check to try and throw it in.
I've got only 6 seconds. This is taking way longer. I've gone slow-mo in this because I've drank loads of coffee and I'm a child, so it reacts differently for children. So at this point, I'm sort of dodging the various Krakens, watching. You know, like over the hedge where the squirrel drinks loads of caffeine? Like that. So at this point, he's found the gunpowder and he's sort of like, there's a trail. We've got a torch. I'm going to grab the torch from my back, which I'm assuming is lit because it says torch. Maybe it's not. That's a bad idea.
Well, a lit torch in your bag. Yeah. I mean, that's up to you.
Especially if I've got matches in there. That's a terrible idea. No, I'm a child. I don't play with matches. So I'm just going to get this torch out and light it. Can I do that? Can I light the torch?
Yes.
Cool.
It's your torch.
All right, I've got a torch and I've lit it with the matches that I've got. So that's cool. And the barrel, I'm going to kick the barrel, hopefully allowing the trail to continue out of the barrel towards the front of the ship where one of the Kraken's tentacles have come down and is allowing it to sort of fall in, thinking that it's probably going to be falling in towards the Kraken's mouth. At which point, as it's starting to roll away, I would light the...
This is going to be interesting.
Okay, dexterity check then, please.
Oh, God.
Look, if James wasn't going to kill the rest of us, you might still be like,
It's a bad roll.
I mean, I'll let you have sleight of hand if you really want, but...
What is he?
A critical one is not going to go well for you, I'll just say that.
You're all going to die.
What we're rolling here?
So I roll a 17 and a what is it? A dexterity. Dexterity is +1, so I've got 18.
Jesus.
Yeah, you light it. You have now lit the fuse on a rolling bomb. And
I move the opposite way from the way I've just kicked it, and then I end my go, I suppose.
Somewhat uphill, but yes. And
shouting to the others, I've lit a bomb, guys. Head towards the top of the ship.
Sort of. And at that point, a Kraken's mouth appears at the sharp end of the ship.
Watch him lift his arms up and cheer like a goal celebration.
Now, at this point, I'm holding it to the sorry, out here. Guys, I'm bomb!
I'm going to see how much damage he takes. And the bomb does, in fact, explode. And the Kraken takes 21 points of damage. But in the same blow, it takes out almost all of the rest of the structure of the ship. And you are all plunged deep into the icy water where you lose consciousness.
Can I make a dexterity set to try and keep my beard on as I fall into the water, please?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
That is a natural 20.
Do you know, that beard stays on better than some of the real beards.
I'd like to be Rose Titanic on the big...
It actually looks even more adhered.
Float about, and I'll be on the door drying safe.
Then I'll go, please help me. That door looks like it can hold both of us.
Whose beard?
You all black out.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you.
It's just covered in sick.
Can I just get this straight? So far, I've gone to a pub,
been woken up on a ship, kicked in gunpowder, and blacked out.
Well, you did just blow yourself up.
Just sound like my 15th birthday.
Surrounded by semen and tentacles.
Hell of a day, guys.
More seal.
I've got a good Japanese best mate.
But he's always full of semen.
And he's got tentacles.
Right. So, I would like all of you to roll Constitution competitively.
14.
I'm going to beat you guys.
16.
14.
Plus 2, 18.
15.
Constitution, that's +1.
16. Plus 8.
17.
2 18s. Okay. So, in that case, Chip and Tom, you guys open your eyes at roughly the same time. And you have lungs full of seawater, which you needed.
Right.
And mouths full of sand. I know, it's good foley, I like it. You are absolutely sea ruined. All of your equipment feels like it's there, but you'd need to check your bags properly. And as you open your eyes, you see it's actually a glorious day. You are lying on what feels like white sand, with this gentle sound of waves lapping up the beach, and you can just feel them crashing over your ankles.
Who are you? Ah, you're like kid.
This would be a lovely were it not for the circumstance. I don't. Are we all there?
Well, why don't you sit up and why don't you two sit up and have a look?
Yeah, because I thought it was just me and Tom. All right, let's have a. I'm going to have a look around for anyone else, and see what's around me. Can I have a look around?
What's around me?
Other than
roll perception check, please.
Perception. Oh, this is. Apparently, I've still got my eyes closed.
You've got a load of sand in your eyes. Tom?
I have got a load of sand in my eyes.
What did you get, Chip?
It's very fun.
I got altogether 6.
Yeah, no, you got sand. You got sand in your eyes.
All the sand.
Tom, perception check, please.
I can't see a thing.
Oh
God,
sand in your eyes, dude.
You have slightly less sand in your eyes, but mostly sand. Maybe you could, you could try and something else to see if anyone else is there.
Can I put my head in the water to try and get the sand out of my eyes and have another little round?
Certainly
rinse
can.
it off.
Why not?
Let's have a little rinse. Let's have a rinse off. Oh, excellent! I got 18 this time. So
you rinse your eyes thoroughly.
What do I see around? Oh, can I now have a look around? Wait, surely. Oh God, I'm not going to get sand run down my arms.
Where's that the wind blows the back in?
yeah, I got 16 this time. Please tell me I see something.
Yeah, you can see just a little bit further up the beach. You can see that Malrus and Derek are face down in the sand, just a little way up the beach as well.
Right. Okay. I'm
Malrus and Derek, you're just coming to as well now. Again, lungs full of seawater, mouths full of sand, and possibly eyes full of sand as well. Seawater in your boots. Just fully.
While no one's looking,
soaked.
I'm gonna take my beard off and shake all the sand out of it, and then put it.
What is that massive rustling sound? I swear that beard's not real. I'm gonna find out if that beard's real.
Are we just supposed to ignore that he takes his beard off?
I also want definitely real, but I feel like we've got other concerns.
It's just not yours.
You've all received all of your ifs.
We're back to full health.
You've been unconscious for quite a while.
Wonderful.
Oh, excellent.
Winning.
Well, all I can say at this point is you're well.
Lucky break, Jeff.
I should say that young Geoff has done well.
It was you that blew up that ship, wasn't it?
Is that a seaman joke? It is. It's a seaman joke, isn't it, Jeff? Good. Like it.
Name one 15-year-old who hasn't had a successful large explosion.
I would like to take I look around to see if anything else has washed up that's useful.
Roll a perception check then, please.
That is a 20. So a d20. So I rolled a 10 plus perception of 3, so 13.
There's some driftwood about.
Are there any other survivors?
Not that you can see. Or with your rolls, you can see that you appear to be in quite an enclosed cove. It seems like a bit of a miracle, really. You avoided the rocks on the way in. It's just cliff faces all the way around, high cliffs. Seems to be no real appreciable way off this beach.
Who are you guys? I know Jeff the bomber, and there's this weird guy,
and
dwarf, the halfling who threw a match. I think it just flashed a light.
I'm not a halfling.
I think he's young.
No, I'm not a halfling. I'm just a.
I know you, Jeff.
I'm just a young lad.
You're the bomber.
Human.
You're Jeff the bomber. Like,
why are you so amazing?
What's your name with the beard? This beard thing.
My name is Derek. Derek Normal Beard. No need to look into it.
Awfully.
Yes?
Who are you?
I'm Malrus Toscobble.
Right, let's get out of here. I am good at the coasts. I'm good at the coasts. My voice has changed. I'm good at the coasts.
I think it's all the seawater in it.
I'm ready. To be honest, guys, apparently I'm pretty good at looking for stuff. So I'm gonna have a look. Can I have a look around at some of these sort of like rocks? I'm gonna have a little wander around this cove to see if there's any kind of potential way out, or secret hidden passage, or climbable passage, or something maybe.
Okay, can you roll?
And I get
investigation check.
Yeah. I got 15. 15 plus 0 is 15.
With that, you do spy what looks like the entrance to a cave at the far end of the beach. Everyone else, can you please roll a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, shit. Saving throw?
No, just be able to
included.
That
Chip, you're
would be
fine.
A 13.
13.
Excellent.
12.
Tom?
19.
19. Oof. Tom, you're absolutely fine. But the other two, you are slightly ambushed by a crab.
Okay, the way I like to imagine this has gone is while he's gone to look for a cave or something, Derek's laid down to have to get a tan, right? And the crab has come out of the sand and grabbed hold of his beard, and now I'm like pulling it. Get this bloody crab off me!
Derek and Malrus, what are your ACs?
My armor class 14.
Okay, and Malrus?
18.
Malrus, you sort of brush this crab off, no problem at all. But Derek, I'm afraid you very much do get pinged by this crab.
You bloody bastard!
And you take 1 point of damage.
Does my beard come off?
No.
I hope it does.
No, not yet.
The extremities. It's like, well, face a crab.
I bloody hate the sea.
I mean, you're welcome to do what you want with the crab now. It's just there. It just pinched you.
I'd like to. I'd like to.
Paul is definitely taking. I mean,
I'd like
Malrus is taking that.
The crab tried to pinch you, and either your
I'm having the
tough halfling skin apparently brushed it off, or you just moved out of the way and.
I'm gonna brush it off onto Derek as he gets attacked.
It's biting me. I'm gonna stab it. I'm gonna just stab it straight through its shell.
Okay, roll 1d20 then, please.
That will be a 19.
Yeah, you murder that crab.
Does anybody want some crab legs?
Raw.
Just waving it around. Look, if you've still got more of that torch, we could have a little barbecue here. One crab.
With Ket being a half-orc ranger, his favoured terrain is the coast, and we are absolutely on the coast. So intelligence and wisdom checks, I get a little bonus. And once we've been in here for an hour, we get extra bits and pieces as well. So like finding food, tracking creatures, we won't get lost. and we can get.
We're in a cove that can't go anywhere, so
We are sort of already lost as well.
Yeah, we are somewhat lost.
It'll be good.
Although it does sound like Chip has somewhere for you to go. So up to you guys. What do you do?
Yeah, there's got a little cove.
Carry this crab on my knife over to the little halfling boy and go, "You look pretty thin. Do you want some food?" Or something?
this is where we ruin James's podcast. So just go right. We're going to set a campfire.
Put on some tunes.
Think about the situation carefully. Wait for Tom to have an hour here. We're gonna wait for Kev to have an hour here. Then we're gonna hunt.
Start farming.
Set up camp.
Start a little business.
We just had a crab. We'll set up a crab barbecue. Be great.
I mean, you're welcome to try that.
To be honest, I feel at this point that we've just escaped a kraken. He could come back. Let's just appease whatever kind of god is.
It's in James.
Now we go in this cave.
Okay.
Fine, I'll put the crab in my backpack. It starts dripping.
You all wander into the cave, and as you go in, you feel an instant chill as you step inside over the threshold of this cave. Seems even colder than it should be for the inside of a cave. It's a beautiful day outside and quite warm all in all. So you would have thought this cave, although it would be colder, would not have quite such an instant chill as you step inside, but it does. It does seem, though, that it's quite well lit for a cave. I mean, nothing seems to be brightly lit, but it does seem that even without night vision, you'd probably be able to see most of the way through this cave. And as you walk through the first narrowing, you come into a slightly wider cavern, and you see around you just a few rocks, a few stalagmites, a few stalactites, and you see in the corner what looks like a pile of animal bones.
Right, lads.
Are you going to have a look at the animal bones?
All this cave dripping's making me want to go to the little boy's room. So, I'm just going to hide behind this rock.
You are a little boy, aren't you?
Oh, did you say that out loud?
Little halfling's room.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Can you roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
No.
10. Plus 2. 12.
You manage to just duck out of the way as a swarm of bats comes flying past.
I can still know what you're doing, halfling.
Can you roll a dexterity saving throw, please, Tom?
That's a 1 and a 2, so 3.
No, if you get a 1, that's a critical fail. And you take...
I'd like to...
You take 4 points of damage as a swarm of bats engulfs you.
Yeah. Jeff and I are just doing hand signals to each other.
That didn't happen in Batman Begins.
As we watch him get attacked by bats. We're just like, no, fuck that.
Damn bats.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
What? Why do we fall, bastard boots?
18 plus 2, 12. Come at me.
Some bats come out, but you manage to duck out the way this time.
Oh, God.
Now I see that there's a lot of hand axes going on.
Tom, did you say yes?
Derek's pissing himself laughing. I feel like I should probably roll one too.
Because it sounded like you said it in character.
No, it's this weird microphone that I have.
I crawl across the floor.
You can crawl across the floor. Where are you going? Because on the far side of the cavern, directly opposite you, you can see another little tunnel that leads away. The animal bones are sort of off to the left-hand side, and there's some boulders where Derek appears to have wandered over to on the right-hand side.
So to be fair, yeah, I feel like me and Derek have been communicating after watching the other two just get battered by bats. And so we've sort of slowly made our way over to these bones. Not for a bone, before you go for the other one. So we've gone over to these bones to have a little investigation, but I've just decided to crawl in case of low-flying bats.
Okay.
I would like to investigate said bones.
Okay, roll investigation then, please.
Just to see basically what... that is a natural one. Just to see, as much detail as I can about them, really.
They are bones.
What are these things?
You're pretty certain they're actually mushrooms, and you are so delighted by that, you squeal in excitement.
Crab and mushrooms
throw.
coming right up.
Oh no.
My dexterity saving throw is 9.
And
pick up the bones. Put
you
them in
take
my
1
pack.
point of damage as a swarm of bats comes flying past.
Shit.
Okay, so I'm going to have a little look at while I'm there as well. I might as well have a look at investigation on these bones to see, since he thinks they're mushrooms. I pull Derek away from licking the mushrooms, going, "No, don't eat the bones. They're come on, good little boy."
Can you roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
Feck. Oh, feck. What dexterity is 9 plus 1 is 10. So I get it right.
You take 3 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Pretty lovely.
I stayed low and silent for the rest of the case.
Can I see, like, sort of try and see where any of these bats are coming from? Like,
They appear to be coming from the tunnel on the far side of the cave.
oh, yeah. Can we just like hang a sheet or something?
Hang a sheet.
Have you got a spare sheet?
The
I think somewhere.
Here, it's bat-proof sheets. You know.
What if we all use the collective? I bet we've all got rope in our backpack. We can make those like fly chains that they have in restaurants down from the doors of the cave.
Are you suggesting you spend the next hour or so knitting a?
Well, I need to use an hour. We know this. We can
Yeah.
fashion that sort of.
So then he can hunt the bats. Oh my gosh, you can hunt the bats in an hour.
Yes.
You'll be improved at hunting.
And then we'll have another.
Tables will turn.
Finally.
I feel better. We'll carry on.
Who's the joker now, Batman?
Who'd have thought the greatest enemy of this campaign would be bats?
Guys,
Malrus, what would you like to do?
can I just cast another spell?
Okay. What does that do again?
It's definitely anti-bat.
Anti-bat wipes.
It's an anti-bat area weapon. It's an incendiary bat.
It's anti-cracker and it's anti-bat.
If it's something he's spraying out, surely it's more of an anti-bat spray.
There we are.
Kills 99% of bats.
Can we do other things?
Yeah, crack in.
What are these boulders looking like? Just normal
Why don't
boulders.
you go and have a look?
Yeah.
I still want to.
Oh shit, yes.
Hold on. Paul's got it. What are we on, Paul?
Range 120 feet. Flash of light streaks towards a creature of my choice.
Okay, what creature are you firing it at?
All the bats.
Well, the bats just come and go, so I don't know what you're firing at.
I shout first. I go, "Hey, bats!" At which point, surely the bats are going to cut.
Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw.
But Paul's going to shoot them.
Yeah, but they might hit you first.
Oh, feck. I'm behind Paul. 13 plus dexterity is 14.
You managed to duck out the way. Paul, bats are in the room very briefly.
Excellent.
Fire the king bat. Fire a king bat.
Yeah.
King bat. Fire a Batman.
That is 18.
It's what?
18.
18. Yes, you successfully hit one of the bats.
Just the one.
One of the bats is dead. Right.
Getting vaporized.
Well, yeah, what happened to the bat? What happened to the bat? I want to know.
So roll damage.
4d6 against one bat. Can you get like an intimidation check on the rest of the bat?
Yeah. Will this dissuade the other bats?
What's your damage, Paul?
This is what I'm thinking. We could potentially take the bat hostage and use it like a stick or a small
Squeeze it for information.
Sorry, what?
8.
Squeeze.
8.
Anyone got a whistle? I'm pretty sure they don't like high-pitched noises.
No, they love high-pitched noises.
Oh, right. Oh my god, then Keth, just talk. You've got like that lowest voice.
You do 8 damage to the bats and they fly off back up the tunnel.
Whee.
Ooh.
Are they flying back? Ooh, okay. So what are these bones on the floor?
Yeah, can we investigate these bones?
Yeah, you can see that they are mostly bat bones.
Oh, well.
Weirdly piled up though, as though someone has dumped them there.
That must mean, guys.
Can I look up to see if there's anything that could, like a dumping tunnel, or if it's come from within the cave?
You can look up, yeah, and you don't see anything other than the roof of the
sound of a dumping tunnel.
You mean about
I don't like that at all.
upstairs? There might have been a waste disposal unit or something. Just dump the bones down here.
So you're in the dumping tunnel, and two of you are stood over by the pile of dumped bat bones.
Can I whisper to Jeff, like not loudly at all, just whisper, "This must mean these bats are delicious."
Yeah, you can do that, and no bats come.
Can I whisper back, where did the one that we killed go?
What?
Roll dexterity saving throw.
That's an 18.
Yeah, they miss you.
I'm going to swing at one of the bats as they come past to try and grab one out of the air.
Okay, roll attack.
Roll attack. Okay, but I'm using an unarmed strike because I just want to grab it.
Yeah.
I roll a 14 plus 1.
Yes, that hits. So you're going to try and grab a bat.
I'm grabbing a bat. Well, he just said they taste delicious, so.
Okay, you have a bat.
Can I snap the bat's head?
That's metal.
Can't see why not. It's super dark, but yeah, sure.
Okay, I might fail at this. I got a 2.
Well, no.
I just do it.
You don't. You just sort of turn its head around, and you realise that bats' heads turn a really long way. He's an Tom, I think you're
okay.
Tom, I think you're stood in the mouth of the cave still. So,
Well,
what do we do?
Look, drop to the ground. Okay, so the guys are in front of me.
They're off to your left.
On the side of the bones. They're off to the left.
Off to the right is where Malrus is, just looking at some boulders for some reason, and directly opposite you is the opening to the next tunnel.
We need to get over there, so I'm going to drop down on my belt buckle and crawl forward and go over to that other cave. But I don't want to get swatted by animal bats, so super dark.
I'd like to make my way over to Keth. Keth, is that his name?
That's the one. Yep.
It's Keth. Beard.
And roll a dexterity saving throw.
Look, we've only just met, okay?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
That was cocked. That's an 18.
Okay, the bats swarm around, they don't hit you. And Tom?
Oof. Again? Okay.
Yeah, well, did you roll it just then?
No, I thought I was already there. I got past the spot.
You shouted.
You shouted beard, so you gotta shout your rolly.
I did indeed. So
Bats.
It's gonna take me ages to learn this. Okay, 16 plus 2 is 18.
He's stroking my back.
Yeah, the bats swarm around you too, but they don't hit you.
I do a
Can I
fist bump.
Actually, at this point, can I tie a rope around the bat? I've got a rope in my.
You want a bat on a lead?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you're going to have to roll sleight of hand
That's
there,
amazing.
or dexterity or something.
Well, the good news is I get +1 sleight of hand.
Okay.
And I rolled a 13. I've got 14. Do I get a bat and a rope? Do I get a pet bat?
I'm going to contest your 14 with... Let's have a look. And... Oh,
come on.
That's 14 as well. So... I'm going to say that...
with strength.
You probably...
You're as strong as a bat.
I've just got this impression.
I was stealthy. I was sleight of hand as a bat.
Just to give you an idea of what happened there, bats have a strength of -3. So this bat really didn't want to get tied up. You still have him in your hand, but he's squirmed too much for you to successfully tie a rope around him.
Hey, help me tie a rope around here. Can I then... okay, I'll still...
If someone wants to help you, if someone feels that it helps you,
I'll give you all help.
I move over to those. Can I...
Yeah, who's near you?
I think it's just Paul. I think it's just... It's just Malrus, sorry.
Just Malrus.
Malrus, do you want to help him?
Yeah, I'll help him. I can get a pet bat.
In that case, roll again, Chip.
Roll again. Oh, so Paul.
I want to shout.
No, I'm going to lose my bat!
Don't worry about it. You rolled with advantage, so you keep your bat. Don't worry about it. What did you?
Excellent. I rolled a 5 and I got 1 plus 1 on sleight of hand.
No, don't worry about it. You've still got your bat, but neither of you, between the two of you, you can't seem to get a rope round the bat, which is unsurprising. It's a bat.
Can Paul roll? Can Malrus roll to see if he can get a
rope around it. Well, that's up to him.
Both of you scrabbling at this back, trying to tie it up.
I will hold it.
Look, roll dexterity saving throw. Disadvantage.
Damn it.
Because you're holding a bat.
Oh, come on.
Cool.
15.
Roll again.
To move on.
15 plus dexterity.
And because you're holding a bat, you're going to roll this at disadvantage.
16.
That means you roll again, and you set the lower of the two. Oh no! I got dexterity as 6 this time round.
Yeah. 5 plus 1 is 6.
Sorry, did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 5, and I've got.
Yeah, no, the bat's hit you.
I'm holding the bat.
And you take 2 points of damage, and you're going to have to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you hold on to this bat again.
Weirdly, the rest of the bat seem encouraged.
I mean, you take some damage, but you hold on to your bat.
Got it.
Right. Malrus, I whisper, Malrus, will you fucking tie a rope around this fucking bat's neck? Move on.
He now hates the bat that he's been trying to capture.
At this point, it could be a fucking noose. I don't care. Just tie a rope around this fucking bat's neck.
Right. I'm gonna help Geoff try and tie a rope around this bat's neck.
Okay, roll sleight of hand then, please.
One step. 19.
You successfully tie a bat.
Yeah.
Yes! Tie up a bat with the rope. You now have a bat on a lead for reasons known only to yourselves.
Wasn't what I wanted to do with my turn, but let's get off with it.
Jeff,
the kid's got
us. Get over here. Get over here.
Come sit, young adventurer, and I'll tell you me tale of a group of fools who dared to set sail. They found themselves shanghaied and sunk by a kraken, and then into a cave all hidden by bracken. And now one has a pet and couldn't be happier. But how long will that last? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Now, hang on a tick. What is that on the horizon? Is it a storm? A kraken? No, it's recognition because, well, Captain S.M. Timbers Esquire, yes, that glorious bearded menace from the podcast What You Are Listening to, Roll Britannia, has only gone and got nominated for a Crit Award. That's right, Best NPC for 2025. Well, no, I ain't ever chased awards, see? But if people wants to give me one, well, who might argue, eh? Go on then, cast your votes, and make an old pirate smile. Couldn't have said it better myself. Tap the link in the episode description or head to critawards.com to vote for the only captain who's made piracy look this charming. And if I don't win, that Derek will definitely be walking the plank again.
No, please, Tippers, have mercy. I've forgotten how to swim.